Good morning, students. Today we are going to see the exothermic changes and endothermic changes. So, exothermic changes is the changes in which the heat is released. That is the exothermic changes. Then, endothermic changes means changes in which the heat is absorbed. That is the endothermic changes. So, we will see some of the examples for that. Some of the activity that is given in your book, that is the student that is reporting that he or she that is she felt with the warmness in the palm when the water is added to the soap water. So right, we saw that the burning of the magnesium revive, that is giving out the heat and the light. So likewise, the burning of wood also releases the heat. Burning, we are burning the woods or some of the papers, whatever we are burning, that it will be releasing the heat, that it will be releasing the heat and the light. So these type of changes which the heat is released, that is known as the exothermic changes. So this is the exothermic changes. And the endothermic changes means that is absorbing the heat, that is known as the endothermic. So for that the in which the heat is absorbed, for example, water that is absorbs the heat when it is getting evaporates to form a water vapor. At the time the heat is absorbed. So similarly, the ice absorbs the heat when it melts to form a water. Ice also getting absorbs the heat, then only it starts to melt. So why it is after melting it forms the water. So such changes in this which heat is absorbed are known as the endothermic changes. So the dissolution of glucose in the water is also known as the endothermic changes. So next we can see the periodic changes and the non-periodic changes. So depending on the weather or not a change that it repeats itself after a definite period of time, and it can be classified as, that is the periodic and the non-periodic changes. So periodic changes means the changes that repeat themselves after a definite interval of time. So that is called as periodic changes. Best example, wall clock. So the cell works properly, it shows the time in a definite interval of time, it shows the times correctly, accurately. So likewise, rotation and the revolution of earth, beating of the heart, clock striking every hour, motion of the seconds, hand, minute hand, hour hand. So these are some of the examples of the periodic changes. Next we can see the non-periodic changes. The changes that do not repeat themselves after a definite interval of time, and then they will be occur randomly. That is called as a non-periodic changes. So it will not like the clock, it 1 hour means 1 hour it will be shows perfectly. So the same way here it will not show. That is a indefinite interval of time is known as the non-periodic changes. Example, eruption of volcano, occurrence of an earthquake. Earthquake, it will not make a call to us and it will not inform. Tomorrow I am going to come, so you be alert like that. It will not say, suddenly only it will occur. So we cannot imagine when it will be occur, or we cannot think. But the periodic changes we can know how it will be there. But the non-periodic changes, when it will occur itself, we don't know, and we cannot calculate the interval of time. So that is a non-periodic changes. Streaking of lightning flash across. So during the raining, we are getting the lightning and the thunder. We know that the rain may be occur for 1 hour. In the 1 hour, 15 times the thunder and the lightning will come. Like that, can we say? Sometimes we may get more lightning and thunder. Sometimes we may not get the lightning and thunder. So this is the non-periodic changes. So the running of batsman between the wickets, then movement of the legs while dancing. These are the some few examples of the non-periodic changes. So thank you, students.